Call of Duty Mobile Zombies capped at round 25 to 50. Microtransactions for perks are not going to be pay to win, and a possibility of having all new maps made from Tencent. And lastly, there may not be a Packer Punch machine. Y'all, we have so much to talk about, and I cannot wait to give y'all this information. But before we start, this literally took me hours to translate and also to make sure that it made sense for me and also for y'all too as well. So if y'all could do me a huge favor, just watch this video all the way through because we have so much to cover, and this literally took hours. I'm not kidding y'all, it literally took me hours to make sure that everything is good to go and it all made sense. So let's go ahead and start off with the first topic. Call of Duty Mobile Zombies capped at round 25 to 50. Now I know what y'all are saying, that is absolutely bullcrap, and I have to agree with you on that, but at the same time, with what they said, it makes sense. Now these phones were not made for gaming. Most of these lower end phones were not made for gaming at all. Call of Duty Mobile on lower end devices have to run on the lower and medium quality, which absolutely sucks. So it's not bad, but it does suck that they have to go through that. And you know, with zombies, there's multiple zombies, there's the map itself, there's the different guns, there's the stats on the guns, there's the stats on the zombies as far as health and how much damage they do, there's the boss zombies, there's the characters themselves, there's your friends. There's just so many things that they have to take into consideration, and if they add in more rounds, that means there's going to be more numbers inside of the game. It's going to cause more memory, it's going to cause the game to possibly even lag, and on top of that, it's an online version as far as multiplayer, playing with your friends for zombies. There's just so much that they have to think about, and honestly, them doing 25 to 50 is not bad at all, because before we were not even going to get a round-based type of mode inside of Call of Duty Mobile from the get-go. So them doing this is them saying, you know, we're trying our best, we know what y'all want, but at the end of the day, I get it, I trust me, I get y'all. We want those high rounds because at the end of the day, us zombie players, we love to do two things. We love to go for the Easter egg, and we love to go for those high rounds. But it sucks, you know, 100 is not even really the highest. I think it's like 255, 254, 256. I'm not really sure, but that is the highest, and then it starts to reset. Now, I'm not sure what's going to happen once you hit 25 and 50. It might be time-based. It might actually reset to something else. You might get a rank, or it might cause the game to be a game over. I'm not really sure. I'm hoping to God that it's endless, but at the end of the day, we are going to get ourselves the zombie round mode inside of Call of Duty Mobile. Absolutely ecstatic about that. So capped at round 25 to 50. Let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section down below. At the end of the day, I like it. I like it. That's a nice concise number. And also too, y'all, they wanted to optimize these rounds to also feel like, you know, higher rounds. So instead of round 2 feeling like round 2 may feel like round 4 or round 8, to make sure that you're really getting that good zombie experience as far as doing these rounds, going for the higher round, because hitting 50, it's nothing special. But knowing that it is harder, maybe it feels like round 100, you may get more of enjoyment out of that. But round cap may be capped at 25 to 50. They're trying their best to actually do 100. They're still trying to push that round 100. We're just saying that the optimization as far as the zombies, the maps, your friends, yourself, and all the guns inside of the game, it may not be able to happen. So 25 to 50 is where they're comfortable at, and I totally agree with them. All right, moving on to the next topic. Microtransactions for perks are not going to be pay to win. They said that inside of the interview, and I'm here to tell y'all this right now. Please do not believe them. Do not believe them. They even said that within the multiplayer, and here we are, we have some guns that are pay to win or pay to have an advantage. There was also a leak of the ICR having an ability to be able to get a kill and get your damage boost, and it being able to be stacked 5 times. So we already know that is a bunch of BS. Do not believe them. They're going to be microtransactions inside of zombies that's going to be pay to win. Already seen from the leaks that perks have different rarities, and we already know that epic rarity or the legendary rarity will be some type of way to pay or be able to get, and it'd be really hard to do. You might have to grind a little bit, but more than likely you should be able to pay for those types of things. They have to make their money some way, and I just feel like, you know, skins is just not the way to go to them. They would rather have pay to win type microtransactions, which, I mean, I'm not for it. So I'm wondering if you have like a pay to win legendary juggernaut, shoot, will you be able to be hit like 100 times or like 10 times or something crazy like that? If so, that is so cheap, and that's going to cause a lot of issues inside of the leaderboards, because, you know, was your rank inside of the leaderboard legit or not? You know, was it pay to win or not? So I don't know how this is all going to go, but I'm telling y'all this right now, do not believe them when they say that. They're going to either creep it in somehow or try to finesse it some type of way. But microtransactions for perks are not going to be pay to win. I'm just letting you know what they said. Don't believe them. All right, this is a really interesting one, and I really would like to know how y'all feel about it, but there's a possibility possibility of Tencent making new maps inside of the Call of Duty Mobile Zombie series. Now, for one, Call of Duty Mobile is all about bringing the great things from the original Call of Duties into one game for everybody to have access to. Now, at the end of the day, you know, there's nothing wrong with having new maps, but it's, you know, that's what the Call of Duty Mobile is about, you know, having that classic COD with these classic maps all mismatched together, you know, and just having really fun, because it's free to play. You can play with your friends, you can play with your family, anybody can pick it up and have a good time. Now, you know, I'm for it. I'm for it. If it actually makes sense within the series, if it's something crazy or something that doesn't make any type of sense, I'm not for it at all. But on the flip side, these maps are going to be completely free, so you don't even have to pay for them. They're just going to automatically boot into the game or update, and you're going to have them all to yourself. So I'm really excited about that. But if it doesn't make any sense, why even put it in there? Because it's going to cause matchmaking to be even less now. It's going to cause a lot more people to have, you know, dead lobbies, and I'm just not for that. But at the end of the day, I'm all for people playing on those classic Call of Duty zombie maps. In the beginning of them adding in Call of Duty Mobile Zombies, they should definitely be adding in the original maps that we all know and love, because it would just be weird for them to add in a new map that we haven't even heard of. So you don't have to worry about that too much, but at the end of the day, they will be adding in their additional maps from Tencent, because that's just something they wanted to do. They feel like they could be a little bit more creative. You already seen that by the cutscenes, you already seen that by the storylines, you already seen that by the zombie bosses that we never seen before. And you know what, I have to give it a try, and y'all let me know in the comment section below how y'all feel about that. And lastly, this is gonna hurt a lot of people. It definitely hurt me, but there's also a chance that the Pack-a-Punch machine will not be inside of Zombies. I'm really hurt by this. They said that it's another part of the optimization process, but we want this to be a classic zombie experience, and there's nothing like pack-a-punching your gun to make it even stronger. Seeing that different name on side of the gun as well, there's nothing like it. But they said that it might not be inside of the game, and I don't know how I feel about that, because really with Zombies, you pack-a-punch your gun and you make it stronger, and you be able to survive those higher rounds. If it's not in there, how are we going to make our guns stronger? How are we going to be able to progress in those higher end rounds, such as round 50, or if they're able to do round 100? I don't know. I really do not know how they're going to do this. Pack-a-punch is definitely a staple within Zombies. Like pack-a-punching the ray gun, that's classic. That is absolutely just bar none classic. Pack-a-punching the ray gun, making it stronger, making it flipping badass. That we need that. We need that. So the Pack-a-Punch machine definitely hurt me. I don't know if it hurts y'all, but they need to have it, because we need a way to make our guns stronger, better, so we can go for those high rounds. If that's something that the developers want us to do, go for those high rounds, go for those difficult rounds, and go inside of those leaderboards and make us spend that cash for us to do that. And all right, y'all, that is the full overview of the whole entire interview. I appreciate y'all, and yeah, it's Prince Rose. I'm out. Peace, y'all.